Hey, Roger Martin here from Billings, Montana. Good day, bringing you more value every day. Value that you can use and improve your life with in several areas. Hey, this guy is with uh, Valuetainment, and he's got 1.93 million subscribers. So he's good at what he does. This is a video on how to bring value to your business.
Let me kind of put things in perspective so you kind of have an idea why this mindset of value, profit, conversations you always hear about. So many people run a business, and by the time the year end comes with taxes, any profit that the company makes, they like to take it out, pay taxes on it, and put it in their own checking account, right? Because it's my profits, it's my business, it's my this, it's my that. And then there are those that say, man, this is what I need to live off of, but let's let it ride, let's grow it, let's let it ride, let's invest, let's let it ride. What is the difference between the two, and why does some do one over the other? Here's the difference. Profit, value. Short term, long term. Working in the business to make money now, working on the business to increase value later. Now, okay, later. Instant gratification, delayed gratification. More like a sales mentality, more like a CEO mentality.
Now, this is important. More like a CEO mentality. I believe every home should have a business out of it, and or at least those that can manage and make a profit with that business. Every property should have multi-complex units in it or multi-units on it, making profit from those units and bringing that profit into your business. So that would at least be 2 or 3 different income streams. That would increase your value over time and your income over time.
Independent contractor mentality, business owner mentality. So this is something you see a lot in business. So you may be wondering to yourself and saying, Pat, I get it, but I want to increase the value of my business, okay? What should I do to increase the value of my business? I got 10 keys for you. Number one, if the business is based on a technology that you own, that a person, a company may have interest in wanting to buy your company, that technology can be used into their entire spectrum of business that they're doing, that increases the value of your business, especially if you own the technology. If your business is ran on technology and systems and CRMs and back office, all these things that makes things go faster, where you'll typically need 200 employees to do this, but because you have the technology, you only need 45 employees to do this. People who want to buy a company like that, and that increase the value of the company. Number two, focus. You're focused into what you're doing.
Now, before we get into number 2 on focus, technology can do a lot of things, but I warn you, it cannot replace a human relationships or human interaction with your customers or your business. So you have to have some of that in place, otherwise people get turned off. They're tired of talking to robots or people from India or Philippines. Now, don't get me wrong. Some of these people and assistants that are in the Philippines speak great English, are clear to understand. But some of the people in India and other places are hard to understand when it comes to customer service and other things. That's not good.
There was once a book written I read. It's called, I think it's Built to Sell. Built to Sell is a book, phenomenal book. I think every entrepreneur running a business ought to read the book Built to Sell, because what the book tells you is not to focus on selling your business. Focus on getting focused with your business. So what is the product? What do you do? Hey, I'm trying to do this. I'm trying to do this. We do this. We do this. So many different things that you do, where to increase the value of your business, why don't you focus it to 1, 2, or 3 things that you do, but increase your
value on those 1, 2, or 3 things. Make those primary. And we're going to show that too. You can't do everything. You're going to have to get to a point where you have professionals work in different areas as you grow and increase your income, because it adds value and efficiency and quality to that business.
attention on those things. It increases the value of your business. I understand how sometimes it can be tempting to say, but Pat, if we do more, the value goes higher. It does not. More focused you are, the more increase your value of your business. Number 3, a business that's ran on systems, not just you, increases value. If I can come into your company and I walk through and I say, what did she just say on a phone call right now? Oh, she said this, 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 this. Do you have it on a sheet of paper? No, we just taught her. What if a new person comes in? How do they learn? Oh, they just sit right next to her. Is that typed out? No, that's systems. You don't have it. You need to okay, we'll type it out. If I come in and you have a new employee, what is a step when a new employee comes in? Step number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You don't have that? You need that. If the person buys this product, what's their next step? What do you do next? What do you do follow-up? We don't have that. We don't have that written out. These are systems and procedures. Businesses built on systems grow more value because it's got a life of its own without the human being. Now, obviously, you need a driver.
But he's got a point in fact. You need systems and systems that have been proven and workable and duplicatable and in all parts of your business. Think about systems. It increases your value to have those in place.
But the system takes your business value to a whole different level. Number 4, strategic partners. What are we talking about with strategic partners? Look, strategic partners not only validate the business, they increase the value of the business. They have good things to say about you. And when it comes down to it, they can bring complete different aspects to your business that you may not have yourself. So I think strategic partners play a very big role in increasing the value of business.
Now, in affiliate marketing, you have strategic partners that are taking care of the service and the product and so forth. The same with your e-store. Same with if you've got systems in place to actually work with businesses and educate them on your value of going online with their small or medium-sized business. You need strategic partners to help you all the way along here.
Number 5 is recurring revenue. Ask yourself the business you have right now, what part of it is recurring? What do you make every single month in your business, whether you make a single sale or not? Recurring revenue produces the highest multiples, that if somebody buys this book, it's got the highest multiples. Next.
Recurring value. Your recurring purchases, whether it's your list that you're marketing to, whether it's your e-store, whether it's your affiliates, you got to look at the repeat sales. The money is really in repeat sales and building a base that increases the repeat sales. That increases value. And doing that several ways really increases value.
It's supporting cast, operations and supporting cast. Who is around you? Who's running the company? This is the part where somebody who is driven on profits, they don't invest into the people. So the value doesn't increase. I remember many years ago, I was running a sales office, and there were these 2 guys who were my competitors. And I'll never forget a call I had. It was within a week apart with each one of them. And we were doing a cruise contest, something like that. I was running for a sales contest. And by the time, they both had bigger distributions than I did. I had a smaller one. But by the time it was done, they only had 6 people or 4 people they wanted to pay to go because it was going to cost them $600 or $800. I said, no, I'm not going to pay for them because of that. I said, man, you got to invest into your people. So what I did is I went and paid into it for 43 people, them and their spouse. And we went on the cruise. Those guys had 2. This guy had 3. We had
them and their spouse. Putting into the people. The people move the business if they're good.
43 people there, okay, invested into the people. The level of loyalty we got from them, who were willing to come back and wanted to learn more, improve more, better the company more, was a lot higher. That's investing into a supporting cast that wants to be in the company. So the more you invest into your supporting cast to help them get better, they're more indebted to you, they're more loyal to you, they'll stay with you longer, and the value of the company goes higher, the better supporting cast you have. By the way, this also...
Wow, think about building people in relationships and upping their skill level and their value level and their support and their relationship in that support. They know that you value them. Do your employees, if you have them, know that you value them? Your support partners and your partners, do you know that you value them? How do you show that you value these people? All businesses are run on relationships and the value of that relationship.
It goes with your executive team, who you bring on board as an executive team, your sales force. Every single thing is part of the supporting cast to grow in the business. Number 7, data. Sometimes you see companies that buy another company and they cut a big $1 billion check and they say, Man, that company's revenues was only 50 million a year. Why did they cut a check like that? Because they have access to a lot of data that they need. So if you have data, data increases value of a business.
Not only in your e-list, but in your sales and the related sales lists and in your investment part of it. All that has data. And if you have multiple streams of income and all those have lists and data with it, that's value. One of the greatest values in today's e-commerce is data and the data. And the same with digital currencies. The data is becoming a way that they pay. Think about that.
What type of data are you gathering yourself, and how big is it? How wide is it? How deep is it that another person, another company could say this is valuable and it increased the value of your business? Number 8, EBITDA versus need. Let me explain what EBITDA versus need is. EBITDA stands for earned, I think it's earned income before earnings before income, taxation, depreciation, and amortization. That's what EBITDA stands for, right? So a lot of times you'll hear a company say, well, why would we buy your company because your EBITDA is so low, and if we do the multiples based on your EBITDA, yes, your top line revenue was XYZ, but your EBITDA is so small, why would we do that? Because you're solving for EBITDA. I'm not solving for EBITDA. I'm solving for value. You're solving for profit. If I solve for profit, I stay flat. Because I solve for value, I've grown quarter after quarter after quarter as a...
Now listen to that. You're not just talking about profit, but you're talking increasing value quarter after quarter. You're increasing value, you're going to increase loyalty, you're going to increase profits, you're going to increase growth and quality of growth.
The business, because I'm solving for value. So the more you focus on a need, meaning go into your industry, whatever business you're in, and find a need that exists that no one's focused on. For us, there's a need that we have. Increase the...
Okay, go into your business and find a need that no one else is solving and solve it. That'll put you above your competition quite a bit. I've got to work on that, and most small businesses do too.
Need where if somebody has an interest in your business one day, it won't be based on the EBITDA. It will be because this need will fill another void that they have, that the profits here will go up to the roof because they locked in a need here. Two businesses. This one increases a side that's about distribution. This side increases the profits. This profit that they make here is well worth them paying for the company, the value of the company, because you're solving for need, not just for EBITDA. Although you still need to have profits. No company will...
You're solving a need. That's going to add value. Especially if that trend is growing and that need is growing.
Goes out of business, your company's worth nothing. You do need to have a focus here, but not to the point where it's only short-term instead of long-term. Next, subscribership and distribution. What is that? That's an audience. When you see a company like Instagram being bought, but they don't know how to make money, why are they buying them? Because they have an audience. There's a distribution. So always focus on what you can do to increase the distribution of your business, your company, the eyeballs, the amount of people that are seeing it, the subscribership, the customer base. It has something to do with recurring revenue, but it doesn't. There's somebody that's constantly coming to you, that's logging onto your website. Like, a Huffington Post has subscribership, that people are coming to it, an email subscribership, anything that's enlisting into something that you're offering that increases the value. And last but not least, stay hands-on to increase the value of your business. I think a lot of times people take their hands off the business too early, and they become CEOs too early, instead of becoming, somebody that's a businessman. That at the end of the day, your job is to increase the value of the company. And if you do a good job increasing the value of the company, you're a CEO. You're a great CEO. But don't take your hands off too early. A hands-on CEO or an executive or entrepreneur knows about what's going on with technology, knows about how focused the product is and if we're getting distracted, knows about the system, is hands-on with the strategic partners because he makes the calls, is hands-on with the recurring revenues, is hands-on supporting cast, is hands-on with the data that's being gathered, it's hands-on with the need and the EBITDA, and paying attention, it's hands-on in increasing distribution and subscribership. Always stay hands-on to increase the value of your business. With that being said, Luis, throw me a pillow right there because you're...
All right, so that's it. We're going to end it here. Well worth thinking about. You got to think long-term and you got to think value. and you got to grow with your business and stay hands-on until it gets you where you need to go. We're eventually going to get into family banking systems and family uh, promotional systems that will help people get out of just being a purchaser or being a lender, but actually making that money grow and invest for you and increase that investment over time and value over time. So they don't have to just be a buyer or a lender. They can actually be a lender and not just a borrower. So be your own banker, be your own lender, and not just be a borrower or a purchaser without any return on that purchase. This is Roger Martin from Billings, Montana. Think about the value of what your company offers and why, and how is that value better than your competitors. Good day.